What's good, people? Mayor on TV. Make we hear him.
I said Tion didn't do Dubai. Tion didn't do nothing, yo. Talking about. He literally did absolutely nothing. But you know, I'm in Dubai. I don't get the opportunity to punch a lot of people in their face. I said, don't lie. Okay.
Dutchavelli is still on the Ras net doing chattings instead of putting out music. Is there being there chatting about Tion Ras Wayne about he ain't punched nobody in the face, he hasn't done nothing? Dutchavelli, my guy, you is on Ras camera, CCTV, getting punched in your face, my guy. Now you's on Ras net chatting about you want punch beer man in their mouth, my guy. Why is you on net telling the net you want punch beer man in their face? Ain't that something you say to yourself or something you tell your brethren on a one away, my guy? You want to tell a big in it, you want punch man in the face? What in Ross am I really hearing? Does that make you hard, Dutchavelli? Does that make you a bad boy? In fact, I keep hearing some of you weirdos say, yo, you civilian, you man a civilian. What does that mean? What is you trying to imply, Dutchavelli?
You're a civilian, bro. How are you gonna tell me anything? You're literally a civilian, bro. You're literally a civilian, bro.
I know civilians who'll take you out your whip, my guy, and stamp on your face. And then they'll go back to their civilian lifestyle. So what is you chatting about, Dutchavelli? Being a civilian is lovely, my guy. You's what? A bad boy? Doing chattings on net? Dutchavelli. If we look at you's just a rapper, my guy. That means you's food and you's breakfast at the same time. That's what we look at rappers as, my guy. The majority of them, anyway. Let me tell you something, Dutchavelli. I know civilians, they'll come take your soul and then go jogging in the morning, my guy. You's an idiot, Dutchavelli. Who's you telling the youth about Yasser about a civilian? My guy, don't you know civilians the best alibi? But then again, you's thick, Dutchavelli. That's why you don't have no Ras common sense, my guy. Stop your chattings about civilian people, because the same civilians you's doing chatting about will take you out your car, take your whip and kick you in your mouth, my guy. Stop your nonsense, Dutchavelli. Get back to your music, my guy, and stop trying to prove things you can't prove, my guy. R.I.P. to that guy, Fox. He was the bad boy. You was the looker man who's taller than him. That's about it, my guy. And you feel like you are force up and shoot up yourself and your badness on we out Yasser, Dutchavelli boy. You done 1-2 crime and got catch, my guy. Now all of a sudden you's it man with 16 bodies underneath your belt, my guy, because you's doing rap chattings. Dutchavelli, we don't believe you's gangster. We don't believe you've done beer works. We only believe you's good at music, my guy, because you was doing it. That's the only thing we believe. All this tough face, all this hard look, my guy, that don't impress nobody. Oh, Yasser. If you had a chain and man see you, my guy, most man will rub your ass. You know, like that, and take your things. Dutchavelli, my guy, if you pull up your CRB check, my guy, it will have petty crime on there. You's not known by no major police force, cause your works is light, my guy. So stop your nonsense and stop going like you's bad boy and you's heavy works. You's not heavy at all, my guy. Stop your nonsense, Dutchavelli. People out Yasser see you get punched in your face, Dutchavelli, and you never crashed at all. If you was what you say you is, you would have crashed there and then, because crash dummies crash no matter where they crash, my guy. They don't worry about day, night, sleet, sun, snow, my guy. Crashing is crashing. Bad boy is bad boy. Some man don't business, and the way you go on and say you don't business. You business because you never crashed at all, my guy. You's now on nets chatting about you want punch man. Tion Wayne didn't do nothing. Dutchavelli, my guy. Watch yourself back, my guy. You looking so hard and tough, and you're driving car with roof off and sun is shining. And you want to act like bad boy. Dutchavelli, my guy. You should be enjoying that sunshine. But what you's doing is trying to prove by your look and by all that tough face like you's bad boy. Dutchavelli, my guy. I can tell you've never met a real demon that will wipe that look off your face, my guy. Anytime, any place. That's why people like you look like that, my guy. Because you've never looked at a demon and a demon asks you what the ass you looking at and then walk over, pull out a thing, push it up in your ass neck and say, make that face again if you's bad boy. You've never met one of them, Dutchavelli. I wouldn't like you to meet one of them type of boy there, because you will piss your pants. So stop them hard look there, Dutchavelli, because we could tell the hard look ain't done you nothing, ain't done you no favors. You know like that. Back to your music and stop the foolishness, Dutchavelli, because you's looking like a real idiot from down there, so, right now. As for you youths out there, so get for no wagwan. Don't make no boy tell you being a civilian is soft. Don't make no boy try to convince you being a civilian is petty. You need to know, bad boys are civilians. That's the way you adapt. If you can't adapt, then you's an idiot. You need to blend in with everybody out yasso. There's man out there, so, who's done things on this planet you would never imagine. And guess what they's doing? It's working and adapting like a raw civilian. Car, you have to be a chameleon. Adapt to every route you ras land on. Every tree you go on, you adapt. If you don't know how to adapt out yasso, you's no bad boy, you's no gangster. Don't make no rapper boy tell you no different. See, Dutchavelli's an idiot right now. Where's his music? He's there making up face like bad boy, trying to intimidate people and intimidate Ras people who are texting away and commenting in a Ras comment section. Imagine arguing man who's commenting. This boy's an idiot. Remain relevant TV as always, like, share, subscribe. Peace!